What is up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. I'm wearing my beautiful Not Today Satan t-shirt, as you guys can see. And I'm here working on Jimmy's Trans Am. And we're going to be doing a very controversial mod to this car.
I'm against it.
He's not against it. Don't let him lie to you. So one of the big problems with these cars is the fuel pump in them. They do die, they do get weak, and Jimmy has not replaced his yet. In all these years of running almost 400 wheel horsepower to the ground in a built automatic that I did years ago. Heads, cam, intake, all that fun bullshit.
Almost run 10s too.
And almost ran 10s, what, 11 twos?
11 twos.
11 twos at what?
20 mile an hour.
11 twos at 120 miles an hour, ladies and germs. And we had it on the dyno and was having some issues. It needed some tissues. And we discovered that it still had a stock fuel pump in it.
Yep.
For how long do you think this stock fuel pump was in here, Jimmy?
Since 2001.
That was kind of a dumb question, huh?
A little bit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's
So don't pay attention.
It's still early. It's still early, guys. It really is. So basically what I told Jimmy, I was like, there's two options for your fuel pump. Either you can do it the correct way, which is drop it out of the bottom of the car, which is a pain in the ass for these, to be honest. The actual proper way is to drop the rear, swing that forward, and drop the exhaust system, and then drop the gas tank, which just so happens to be up above here, underneath that piece of metal there. The other way to do it is to do the trap door mod to the car itself, which is basically you take your little grinder like so, and you cut this area out here and you flip it up. Now I know what a lot of guys are saying, they're like, man, that's a virgin F-body. Why would you cut that up? The nice thing about it is it's not the end of the world, guys. It really isn't, because with doing this mod and flipping this up out of the way, you just put it back down, you put some tape over it, and it's good to go. The other nice thing is if anybody, say a collector gets this car in the future, it's not going to be hard to literally weld this back to...
Nobody's going to get this car in the future. It's staying with me till I die.
Okay, so when he dies and a collector comes and gets this piece of junk...
No, like you bury me in the car, in the ground. This is the coffin.
Unbelievable.
You save tons of money by doing that.
Oh, really? Yeah, about nothing. You just got to dig a bigger hole then, you know?
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, the nice thing is you can weld that shut again and make it look brand new. That's a beautiful thing about metal. Is metal can be put back to its original form. That's a great thing about metal. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start cutting this trap door out. Safety first. Right, Jimmy?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, here we go. Here we go, Jimmy. No turning back now, buddy. You ready, Jimmy?
No.
Oh boy. Jimmy, I'm running out of stuff here, Jimmy.
Well, let's go buy you some new ones.
I don't want to leave. As you can see, we have this line cut, this line cut. Obviously, the sturdier you make it, the cleaner it looks. So now we just got this side. Now, you guys got to be careful because the fuel pump's right here, and the plastic lines go this way underneath this piece of metal here. So you have to be very, very careful cutting here. Very, very careful. Mainly because of the fact that you don't want to cut through the fuel lines. If you do, then you're gonna have a bad day. So let's get this cut, get this thing flipped up. The other thing I'm thinking about doing, honestly, is I'm thinking about cutting along here instead. maybe we'll try that. We'll cut along this one instead, leave this alone, and hopefully not cut through any lines. And then instead of flipping the trapdoor this way, we'll be flipping it up this way basically, which is essentially the same thing. All right, now that my ears are ringing, as you guys can see, 2 of the wires did get cut in the process, and they were like barely under here. So you do have to be careful. You might cause damage doing this, but there's not anything you can do to get around it, to be honest. It's just, it is what it is. The nice thing about it is these wires can be easily repaired with some butt connectors or some solder, whichever you choose to do. So it's not that big of a deal. Next step is we got to get all of our lines off. Obviously we're just doing a 3-sided one, so basically when this is all done, we're going to fold this back down over, seal it up, and it'll pretty much be hidden by the carpet. You won't even know it's there. But it does make it very, very easy to access the fuel pump, access wiring to the fuel pump whenever you need to diagnose anything with the fuel pump. So it does make it nice. It does make it very, very nice. I have one in my car. It's very helpful when you're having issues with fuel pump issues. But yeah, so let's get this fuel pump out and see what she looks like. Alrighty, I guess it's time for the good old fuel pump to come out of there, which is kind of a pain in the butt, to be honest. But we're gonna get it. Okay, try not to make too much of a mess here. Alright, ready? Look at that dirty filter. Look at that. How could you do that, Jimmy, to your parked car?
Man, that's 19 years.
All right, we're gonna put this guy in here now. And he'll be safe. You'll be okay then. All right, new fuel pump is in. You guys can see it down there. It fits very nicely. Do definitely run the filter inside the housing as well. Only thing we gotta do is we gotta wire it up, make sure it's flowing the correct way. And that should be pretty easy. I've got an idea for that. And then that's it. We put it back in his stupid car. Sitting right there. All right, we tested it. It works. We're gonna stick it back in now. Let's make it happen, Cap'n. My battery's going low on my GoPro, Jimmy. It is. I'm very scared right now, Jimmy. Hopefully it goes in just as stupid as it came out. See, that's interesting how that's doing that, but
Just towards the top there.
yeah, and then it goes in like so. One of them ways. Then we put a little ringy dingy on here. Ringy dingy. Jimmy, you're doing a great job. Use that drift. Drift it all over the place. Now it's almost on.
Almost.
Alrighty, plug her in, plug her in, plug her in. Let's see if she works here. What do you think, Jimmy?
I'm excited to have 800 horses now.
800 horses, and we tape that all up, so that looks good. All right, buddy, go ahead and start her up. Let's see what she sounds like. We will be putting a hot wire kit, like I said in the beginning, on this car. We're just not going to do it today. He's going to come back another day. We'll do it on real quick on the lift here. I hear primage. I hear primage. Woo! Woo! It's working now, buddy. Woo! That is awesome. I'm so happy. So happy. Give her some loving. Go.
Look, 300, 300.
That's some slow horsey powers right there, guys. Some slow horsey powers.
Is that the game? Low horsepower, fast time?
That's what they say. They say low horsepower, extra weight, and you're good to go.
That's how you run 10s, right?
That's how you run 10 9s all day long. Well, guys, there you go. Everything's working. It's properly doing what it's supposed to be doing. We're gonna bend this over, kind of like this here. Like that. And then we're gonna get some tape and tape it down for right now. And then put the carpet back.
Good to go.
And then he'll be back for the hot wire kit, which is sitting over here. We'll put that on later on, which will be pretty easy because the trapdoor is already done in the car, which is good. So we'll probably tomorrow, maybe. Probably won't make a video about that, to be honest. Maybe I will make a video. Maybe. What do you think? You think I should make a separate video about that?
Part 2.
Part 2 of ruining my friend's Trans Am? Yeah, we'll do that. Maybe we'll do a part 2, Racetronics, hooking it all up and showing you guys what it's like to put the hot wire kit in and going from there. But that's all that's left, guys. Other than that, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. If you didn't, I really don't care. If you did, I really don't care either. But other than that, guys, if you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Instagram, Diablo Formula Racing. Deuces, guys.